You are 25 years old, standing at the edge of adulthood, carrying more uncertainty than confidence, more questions than answers. You may not have money saved. You may not have clarity. You may not even know what direction you're supposed to go in. And quietly, in the back of your mind, there's a fear you don't talk about. The fear that you're already behind. That other people figured it out faster. That time is slipping away while you're still trying to understand how money actually works. But here is the truth most people never hear at 25. You are not late. You are early. Painfully early. Most people don't wake up to money until life forces them to. Until debt becomes heavy. Until regret becomes loud. Until responsibility removes their ability to take risks. If you are thinking about money seriously at 25, you are already ahead of the majority. Money does not reward effort. It never has. It rewards leverage. If effort alone created wealth, the hardest working people in the world would be the richest. They are not. Time for money work has a ceiling, and that ceiling is much lower than most people realize. Wealth begins when income is no longer tied directly to hours worked. At 25, your most valuable assets are invisible. Time. Energy. Adaptability. You can make mistakes now without destroying your future. Later, mistakes become expensive. Later, risk becomes dangerous. Later, comfort traps you. This is the only season of life where failure is affordable, and most people waste it trying to appear successful instead of becoming dangerous. You were taught a simple formula. Get educated. Get a job. Save some money. Retire someday. That formula was built for stability, not freedom. It produces survival, not ownership. It keeps people busy, compliant, and dependent. Wealth is built by people who question that formula early, before it locks them in. The first shift must happen internally. Before income changes, identity changes. If you see yourself as someone who struggles financially, your decisions will quietly protect that identity. If you see yourself as someone who builds assets, your behavior begins to change automatically. You stop asking how much something costs and start asking what it produces. You stop spending to impress and start investing to compound. At 25, the most dangerous thing you can do is inflate your lifestyle. A bigger apartment, a nicer car, designer clothes, expensive habits. These things don't make you rich. They make you comfortable enough to stop trying. Real wealth is quiet in the beginning. It looks boring. It looks disciplined. It looks like restraint when everyone else is indulging. Your first goal is not becoming a millionaire. Your first goal is control. Control over your income. Control over your expenses. Control over your decisions. The first $10,000 is not about money. It is psychological. It teaches you that money can be created, not just earned. That realization alone separates producers from consumers. To reach that level, skills matter more than credentials. Skills that sell. Skills that scale. Skills that don't require permission. Sales teaches persuasion. Marketing teaches attention. Content teaches leverage. Technology teaches automation. These skills are portable, flexible, and compounding. Degrees expire. Skills evolve. A job can stabilize you, but a skill can free you. The smartest 25-year-olds use jobs to fund learning, not lifestyles. They treat income as fuel, not validation. They don't ask how fast they can spend. They ask how long they can stay lean. As income grows, discipline becomes the real test. This is where most people fail. They earn more and immediately raise their standard of living. More expenses. More obligations. More pressure. Millionaires delay gratification. Not because they hate pleasure, but because they understand timing. They know pleasure tastes better when it's permanent. Instead of upgrading lifestyle, they upgrade position. They turn income into assets. Businesses that solve problems. Investments that compound. Systems that generate cash flow. They build machines instead of chasing moments. They don't chase fast money. They chase repeatable outcomes. Comfort is seductive. It whispers that you've arrived when you're barely getting started. Wealth is built by staying uncomfortable longer than most people are willing to. By reinvesting when others relax. By staying focused when others drift. Becoming a millionaire is not mystical. It is mathematical. High income capability. Controlled expenses. Consistent reinvestment. Time. Compounding does the rest. Not just money compounding, but skill compounding, reputation compounding, network compounding. Small improvements stacked daily create results that feel impossible to outsiders. At 25, consistency beats intensity. You don't need motivation. Motivation fades. Systems endure. You need routines that execute even when you don't feel inspired. You need habits that protect you from your own impulses. You need standards that don't change with emotion. Comparison destroys progress. Someone will always be ahead. Someone will always appear luckier. You are not racing them. You are racing time. Credit cards used for lifestyle steal your future quietly. Debt used to impress is a tax on tomorrow. The rich use debt strategically. The poor use it emotionally. Shortcuts are expensive. Get-rich-quick promises transfer money from impatience to discipline. Real wealth takes time because it builds foundations, not facades. Showing success before earning it attracts attention but repels longevity. Privacy is power in the accumulation phase. At 25, you don't need certainty. You need direction. You don't need confidence. You need momentum. Progress creates belief, not the other way around. One disciplined year at this age can change the entire trajectory of your life. Most people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they drift. They get distracted. They get comfortable. They wait for clarity instead of creating it. Action produces clarity. Movement reveals opportunity. Money is not evil. Money is not the goal. Money is leverage. It buys time. It buys options. It buys freedom from desperation. The earlier you understand this, the less likely you are to trade your life for comfort. Your 20s are not for arriving. They are for building. Quietly. Relentlessly. Without applause. Without validation. Without comparison. Every disciplined decision compounds. Every delayed pleasure multiplies. Every skill acquired stacks. One day, people will ask how you did it. They will call it luck. They will say you were in the right place at the right time. They won't see the nights you chose discipline over distraction. They won't see the years you stayed lean while others upgraded. They won't see the patience it took to let compounding work. But you will know.